Okay, so basically, I've been breeding for a while, right? I've been playing for over 100 hours, essentially. And I realized that if you want to get the best possible stats, okay, um, you can't just breed willy-nilly. Um, you can't really see the stats that you're looking for on anyone that's above level 1, but if they're level 1, you can easily tell how good they're going to be just by looking at their base stat. So excluding the legend and the ferocious and, you know, all that other stuff like musclehead and whatnot, if you look at the attack, if you hover over it, it'll tell you the base attack. And my base attack is 110, my base defense is 58 on this Anubis. If you keep looking at them, right, you'll notice, sorry, that guy's not level 1. Level 1, here we go. You'll notice that some of them have 111 attack. It's a little bit higher, right? The defense might vary as well. And some of them could be lower. I've seen as low as 109 on Anubis. I've seen as high as 112 on Anubis. And that's going to make a pretty big difference. Oh, one more thing before we move on here. I forgot to show the difference in stats here. Real quick, looking at this Palworld, I don't know how to pronounce that name. But if you look at the stat here, you'll see that 629 base attack, and you'll see that 716 base defense at level 50, right? And if I look at the other ones, you'll notice that they're actually not the same. So going forward, looking at the level 1 stats of the pals that you breed, you'll notice that even the slight difference of 1 attack or 1 defense will make a large difference later on. Because you can see that the stats are wildly different. This guy's 859 defense, whereas this guy's 897, and this guy has 819. Now, you'll notice that they don't actually have a passive skill here that changes their defense besides legend, but they all have legend, so it's equal footing. And you'll notice that the stats are very, very different. Now, I don't know everything there is to Palworld, and the game is still pretty new, but just looking at these 3 pals here that are all level 50, all female, all generally the same stats being Legend and Celestial Emperor, and the other stats being Workaholic and Vanguard will not affect its actual stats, you can see that it's different. There's some type of value that is changing them. Now, back on with the video. So if you want to breed the best of the best, I wouldn't just look for the passive skills being all 4 beneficial. Like, for instance, your Elemental buff, followed by Ferocious, followed by Legend, followed by Musclehead. I would actually look for all of those 4, plus the highest possible base attack that you can get. Now, so far, what I've seen is that this varies quite a bit if you don't know what you're doing and you put in some low-level guys, or low-level, I should say IVs, like Pokemon. But, you know, maybe I shouldn't say that, because I probably shouldn't say that name of the game while I'm playing this. But as you can see, I've used well, I guess you can't see anymore because they leveled up because they're in the breeding pen. But these guys right here were 112 attack level 1 Anubises. And after I started breeding them together, I went from getting 110s, 109s, occasionally some 112s, right? But after that, I started to get consistently 112. These are the latest ones that I got from here. And you can see that this is 112. This is 112 as well. This is 112. By the way, if I don't have like a legend or any sort of attack modifier, the base stat shows up here. But if I do have a modifier, it'll tell me what it is. But sometimes it won't. This is the only one that we got that was kind of bad, but I would say we got a little bit unlucky here. It turns out that if you breed with higher valued pals, you tend to get higher value offspring, which, you know, makes a lot of sense. I would say that you should aim for not just having all the correct stats, but rather having the proper base attack as well, because that will help you breed what you need to breed. Right here, I have a perfect Anubis, Musclehead, Earth Emperor, Legend, Ferocious. I think that's perfect, at least. And you can see that the attack is 110. It is not the highest. It could have been 112. So I'm going to keep breeding until I get 112 attack. I don't really care too much about the defense here, but I believe the 58 might actually be the highest. I don't really know. I think I've seen a 59 before. Yeah, here's a 59. But it looks like I can breed a 112 with the 59 defense, and that's what I'm going to aim for. And even within that stat, there might be even more variance. Like, it might actually be 112.1, 112.2. I don't know because I can't see it, and I don't really know how to get into that. But I believe that if you really wanted to maximize your breeding potential, I would try to breed only with people with the highest base stat that you see. So go for the eggs, try to get as many as you possibly can, maybe like 20 or 30 of them. And then after you get them, try to put them together afterwards, of course, after you breed some of the higher stats and you see that it's the highest potential you can get. Then I would breed the highest potential guys together with some of the stats that you're looking for. You might not be able to get all the stats that you're looking for. Like for instance, I got a nimble right here, but the reason why I put it together is because the base stat is higher. I think right here I'm using a unstable, which again isn't that good, but because of its base stat being so high, I'm gonna put them together because I am getting the Anubis that I'm looking for. The thing is, you're gonna need around, I believe it's over 100. I think like 120ish or 116, something like that. You're gonna need 116 of these guys. Anyway, oh my God, Megan, move! What are you doing? She doesn't know I'm filming right now. I'm making a YouTube video, Megan. You're gonna go to the condensation menu, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go and obviously stick in as many guys as you can. You're gonna need a lot of dupes. So it's 32 for the second last level, 64 for the last level. I believe it's 4 for the first level, and then I think it's 16. It's 4, 16, 32, 64, I believe. So you're gonna need a lot of them. So that's why I'm saying that in order to breed the best possible pals, you're gonna need a lot of cake, and you're gonna need a lot of patience because you're gonna want to breed the highest inherent value pals together. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please comment and subscribe for the algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Take care.